Test, test. Okay, back again in another live stream broadcast or podcast, whatever that is. So basically, even though I already tried to do the good behavior recording previously, but it turns out my old MacBook Air 2000 and mid 2013 MacBook Air is not as slow as I thought. So unlike the several previous broadcasts, which basically there are some huge delay with the Animoji monitoring view or whatever it is. So basically, the one that basically recorded is somehow late if I try to compare the one that was shown on the phone screen instead. Sorry. So yeah, that's actually the point that I basically try to do, even though yeah, I'm still technically in the same unintentional free time, which basically takes longer than what I expected, even though most of the time I think 2 or 3 hours I basically try to waste it just to do some rest or even try to watch a movie in TV because I decided to try to use the promotion again to open the box office channel, even though the channel that I just recently watched is actually the one that technically available at any time. So yeah, I just wanted to see the movie, nostalgic movie that I'm not sure whether I used to watch it previously or not, but I used to watch it several days ago, but only the ending scene, not even really the ending, almost the ending. So that's the reason why I basically tried to see how the story was actually developed until those near ending scenes. So yeah, it basically weighs almost 2 hours. So yeah, but it's okay since I basically already do able or at least able to do good behavior recording twice, which combine I think more than half an hour obviously, and also this personal productivity live stream, which is actually not really important, but yeah, I can basically do this twice as well. And I basically wanted to prepare more native language podcasts since I basically still have a lot of for the next season, even though the next two se- for the next two season because the next season I already prepare 7 episodes. So yeah, I only need to process and upload it. So that's the reason why I also try to create another channel on the YouTube from the same email address because yeah, for some reason it is basically possible to create more than a single channel with one email address, and also it is possible as well for a single email to control other channel that basically have no relation at all, as long as they basically invite it as some sort of role in the management. So that's the reason why it's basically pretty interesting because almost more than I don't know 15 years of using YouTube and try to upload video there, I never really utilize these features, even though it's basically pretty handy because if I know this feature since the beginning, I basically don't need to create an email just for a new email just for create a new channel because yeah, I have several YouTube channel that I basically abandoned because yeah, some of the content are just no longer possible to be recorded because yeah, they already focus on their own life path perhaps, unless I finally able to make the channel really makes their current things that they basically do for a living is unworthy. And yeah, but it's basically pretty hard to do that because even myself who basically tried to focus this on my own, I still didn't receive anything. So that's the reason why it's gonna take a while. I don't know whether it is basically possible or not, because yeah, for some reason human life is basically limited and competition is actually getting harder and harder. So I just don't know. Maybe I can only enjoy little things, or the things that I basically can experience right now. So yeah, or in other words, we just need to be grateful and be patient, perhaps. But if you talk about patience, there are basically possibilities for the result to come, even though at some point the result still have some possibility to never come either. So the only thing that's basically very possible if it will never come in the current lifetime is basically in the afterlife, perhaps. I'm not sure. So even though, yeah, I don't know whether in the afterlife we are still actually thinking about something like this, which is basically can make us satisfied, but I don't know whether it is actually worthy or not, because there must be some other things that basically more important or make us more satisfied if we finally able to achieve those kind of things. So yeah. So I don't know what else that I basically want to talk about. So I basically try to do multitasking as usual with my main job of tasks, which definitely make me a little bit confused, perhaps, to what kind of things that I basically want to talk about. Because yeah, to be honest, I basically try to utilize the free time as much as possible, but at some point I just don't know what the most, or I don't the most good, the best thing, perhaps the best thing, the best personal productivity that I can do that can make me very satisfied, because at some point, if this was not my intentional free time, or if this was basically not really a free time, not the unintentional free time for doing personal productivity where I will not get interrupted, I basically only try to enjoy something, maybe playing games that I basically always try to play every day, even though I basically definitely get a little bit bored right now. But yeah, I found something that basically make me a little bit more satisfied, or yeah, quite addicted to it again, because yeah, I basically start over from the beginning with a different account that I basically already bought it earlier than when I basically tried to use another platform that basically have a free promotion of this game, which actually come from my college friends, which I think is not really like this kind of game, but probably since this game is pretty popular and maybe every people should at least experience it for a while, so he probably tried to bought this, even though if you talk about the other platform, which is Epic Games, the social is not really seen, maybe because we are not really connected there, unlike in the Steam, which already pretty old. Or maybe we are basically connected with the same online games, old online games, which started to get abandoned as well. So yeah, I don't know what else that I basically wanted to say, but the thing is, it's already 10 minutes. And so the last live stream that I basically tried to do before my morning meeting, my morning bi-weekly meetings, I basically able to do it until 14 minutes or 13 or 14 minutes. So I only got a gap for around 1 to 2 minutes, even though it turns out the meeting was actually postponed 15 minutes late. So that's the reason why I basically got bigger gap than what I was expected. So yeah, but it's okay, since even if I basically try to continue my live stream, it's still pretty much not going to be pretty effective, perhaps because there will be a lot of silence like this, especially when I try to do something else at the same time, which make my, I don't know, the things that I basically think about is just suddenly disappear. So yeah, I don't know. So basically, I basically wanted to create two other channel in the YouTube again, even though the newly created account in other platforms, which is dedicated for short video, or in the TikTok, is still not publish any video at all. So I already wanted to create two more channel which associate with my old channel that I have mentioned